السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. اليوم مع exam جديد من نوع جديد. This exam is based on parts of speech. كاين فيه واحد تمرين فقط اللي ديال tenses. And the rest is on adverbs and adjectives and articles etc. As usual, part number 1 غادي نقرا فيها الامتحان. خذ ورقة ستيلو. Try to answer the exam in your own way. وانتظر التصحيح في part number 2. Then I will clarify part number 2 في التصحيح نستعمل العربية وغادي نشرح علاش I will justify each answer علاش كل answer علاش دارت هادي أو علاش دارت هادي. أوكي نبدأ على بركة الله. Okay, I don't know to which university this exam belongs but I received it on WhatsApp and here it is. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb in brackets. Google, a search engine that can be used to find a variety of information, become very successful. Perhaps there be no greater testament to its success than the fact that it's become a verb. Since its start in 1998, it's become one of the most popular search engines. Google grew to a business that now employ over 20,000 people. Google's founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin, graduate students in computer science at Stanford University in California when they meet in 1995. Page was born of a Jewish family in Michigan, the USA. But he not follow any religion. His attraction to computers grew since his early childhood years as he be able to use first generation personal computers that his parents would leave lying around. Bren was born in Russia, but he lived in the USA since he was 5 years old. The two dropped out of school to concentrate on their project. After Page and Bren realized that internet search was a very important field, they began working together to facilitate the action of searching. Together, they authored a research paper titled The Anatomy of a Large-Scale Hypertextual Web Search Engine, which became one of the most downloaded scientific documents in the history of the internet at that time. Google have benefits over other search engines, which make it an easy choice for users to switch to. For instance, it has speed, a deep index, and relevance of results. Also, you ever notice how many ads and banners there are on other search engines? News, sports scores, stock prices, links for shopping, mortgage rates, and more fill other search engines. In contrast, when they design their homepage, Brin and Page plan to make it a clean one. They think that people come to the internet to search for specific information, not to be bombarded with unwanted data. The success of Google over its rivals prove that this is true. Google always focuses on good search results. Besides, though it adds new features to its website over the years, the clean opening page that Google offers its users not change. This is exercise number 1. Move to number 2. Fill in the blanks with an appropriate article, a and the. If no article is needed, use the symbol 0 article. Lift, which is also known as elevator in USA, is machine that you stand in to go up and down inside building. This word is also used for action of taking someone somewhere in car, described as giving someone lift. Something rather different is meant by facelift, which is operation to make someone look younger by, for example, removing fat or pulling skin tighter. Similarly, process of improving appearance of outside of building can be described as giving it facelift. Forklift is vehicle with special equipment. It is used for lifting and moving heavy things. This is exercise number 2. We move to 3. Fill in the blanks with a suitable preposition. Prepositions. We have for, about, before, for, in, on, about, to, about again, at, in, with, at, in, and about. Thanks, your email and the good news, the report. I've tried several times to think the report, but then I have to pay attention whatever is going on right that moment. I can assure you that this won't happen again, but right now I am in a position where every problem the office seems to land my desk. Anyway, that's not what you wanted to hear, I'm sure. I don't think there is a slot. My schedule this morning when we can talk. How late this afternoon? 3 or 4, whichever is best you. If you already have some ideas how we should put the report together, then I agree. You that there shouldn't be any reason why we can't complete it the deadline. Okay, move to another exercise. Fill the gaps using the adverbs and adjectives below. Use each listed word once only, apart from the 2 words that are listed twice. يعني ما تعاود شي كلمة هنا من غير اللي كانت معاودة عندك في القائمة هنا. For example, we have after, we have brightly, excitedly, extremely, after, happily, finally, how, busy, happily, first, hastily, stock, later, luckily, quickly, really, slowly, suddenly, and very. كاينين اللي معاودين هنايا. اوكي في التصحيح انا غادي نفسر هذوك الكلمات اللي صعابين هنا، هذوك adverbs اللي عندهم استعمالات اخرى في التصحيح ان شاء الله. Okay. It was a blue summer afternoon with the sun shining. I phoned my friends asking them to come over for a barbecue. وحفل شواء. Making the calls. I drove into town to buy some food and drink. When I arrived at the shops, I was surprised at it was. Everyone must have been shopping for a barbecue. The butchers I visited had run out of sausages. The next shop had some left, so I bought some. Visiting a few more shops, I had finished my shopping. But I was starting to worry as it was 6 p.m. and I had invited my friends to visit at 6:30 p.m. I rushed to the car park with all of my shopping and threw it in the boot. I noticed that the cars were moving out of the car park and there was a bit of traffic jam. It was past 6:30 p.m. When I arrived home and I was worried. As I drove into my drive, I smiled when I saw my friends sitting in my front garden. They had realized that I was at the shops and they waited for me. We had a wonderful barbecue. Okay? Exercise number 5. Complete the passage using the following quantifiers. Some quantifiers are repeated. Okay, بتتعود من هاد quantifiers هنايا. Okay? A lot of, much, all, some, several, a few. Nelson Mandela, who became a massive influence in Africa as well as all over the world, spent years in prison in South Africa. There, he started a garden which was his favorite place because, as he said, it was a small taste of freedom for him. Mandela's love for his garden has inspired people. Mandela noticed that the roof of the prison was flat and empty. It wasn't beautiful, but it was peaceful, and more importantly, it got sunshine. Day. He realized that he didn't need equipment or much money to start a small garden. He just needed things and a bit of help to get started. After years of asking, the prison guards finally gave him 16 large oil drums and they cut them in half for him. He filled them with soil and created 32 giant flower pots. The garden was a relaxing place to go. It gave Mandela control and freedom in his life. He spent time there as often as he could. He loved the satisfaction of planting a seed and watching it grow into a tree or a plant full of vegetables. It was work, but it made him feel better about himself. Okay? So this is the end of the exam. I will stop here. Please take your time الوقت ديالكم and try to answer before watching the correction in part number 2.